Welcome to a new video with our home in the forest. I am Caroline and today I am taking you along for some experiments in our kitchen. We are going to try two recipes. First, currently wonderfully flowering are the elderberry trees or bushes in my friend's farm. I also want so much to propagate them for our land, but she has so many. She invited me to come over, so I made ourselves some elderflower syrup. Elderflower syrup is so good in drinks, in alcoholic beverages if you want, but we just drink it with sparkling water, plain water, use it as a sweetener, and it just has this wonderfully fruity, subtle, flowery taste. And after that, I have a little experiment for you with a weed, a wild herb that you definitely have in your backyard or anywhere near your home to pick up and try.
I am driving to my friend who has elderberries, elder bushes, and I gonna get some elderflowers to make a syrup.
My friend has 5 of these trees, and I have been picking up probably 60 or 70 of these flower heads. For making a syrup, you don't actually need that many. 10 to 15 for a liter of water is totally enough. You see me here shaking the flower heads or like beating them against the bag to make sure there are no bugs in it. And then we add our water as much as we want to make. Some lemon juice, and then loads and loads of sugar. Sugar is at least 1 to 1, 1 liter of water to 1 kilogram of sugar. I had to separate my mixture into my two largest cooking pots because obviously it became more and more in volume the more sugar I added. But I had to add more sugar to make it actually shelf stable. Here I'm washing little bottles that I got to give as presents for our friends, and the rest goes into a big bottle to store for summer.
For our second recipe, we are trying plantain. Probably you know that this is an edible wheat. I have been knowing this all my life that you can eat plantain, but I just never really found it very interesting to eat the leaves in salad. That's also the reason we don't grow salad in our garden, because we are all not really into green salad that is pretty tasteless. So boy, was I excited when I found out that the little flowery tips of the plantain are also edible, and they taste like a mixture of mushrooms, and the texture is like asparagus tips. So try that out if this is something that you really like. And let me know, jump down into the comments. Have you tried any weeds already? What's a weed you recommend trying next? Or an unusual flower or leaves from the trees? What are you using in your house that is not so common? Also, consider subscribing. Please follow our journey. We will be so happy to have you with us.
Look, if you love asparagus and mushrooms, you will love plantain flower pots, tips. Don't know how we would call them, but they're so good. I just collected a few and I will go back there because we have a ton. I'm not harvesting these ones. Maybe I try on a later point that have been already here a little bit flowering. We're harvesting these ones. Look, or these ones. They are kind of having a lot of fluff going on. That's probably dry when we want to eat it. The fresh ones that have not started blooming, that's the ones we're looking for.
And it is very, very easy to harvest these plantain. There is no poisonous doppelganger. There are no twins for these. The whole family of plantains is edible, so even if you find some with wider leaves that are not so thin, they are all fine and edible. There are some old wives' tales, probably, not sure where they come from, about the amount of stripes that you should have on a leaf, on the back of a leaf, but I researched this and this seems not to be true. We have been enjoying our plantain flower tips with some garlic, fried in olive oil, salt, pepper, and they go wonderfully as topping for so many dishes, on a pasta dish, on a rice dish.
Thanks for watching. See you very, very soon. Bye.